Hello everyone, this is Lord of Games, and today I'm going to be playing Grabbed by the Ghoulies. Now, there's two things different from this game compared to the original Rare games. One, this is Rare's first horror game for kids, and two, the company was bought out by Microsoft, so it's going to be a lot different than the other games. Now, see, made by Microsoft. Alright, Grabbed by the Ghoulies. Alright, so I selected a file. Now I'm gonna write a name. Okay, almost done. And, I can't put the zeros. Oh, that's cool. Where's the... What? No! The file's name, Lord of Game. Games 2. Okay. So... here's how the game starts. It's like a comic book. First, there's our main character and, his girlfriend coming out from exploring. Now, it's one of those games where you have to read, which I'm just gonna ignore that. And they find a mansion that they should stay in. And there's our main villain. And, he sees, the kids going in. And he gets mad because they're trespassing. Now they're trespassing, so they do this, which is definitely not a scene from Ghostbusters, and kidnap the girl with these goblin things. And now they're in the mansion. So he has no choice but to go into the mansion and save her. The only problem about that is those enemies that kidnapped her, they're not actually in the game. So, yeah, that's a huge disappointment. And then he doesn't realize that he's surrounded. And there's, the butler of the place. And then he turns on the light and realizes he's surrounded by imps. And, the kid, named Copper, has no choice but to fight them. So here comes our first enemy, which is the imps. Come on. There we go. Imps. Alright. Now, at first they're easy. Oh yeah, you see this book right here? Yes, that is a replica of, the book that I use as a prop. Now, they're easy to fight. There we go. Now there's also weapons in this game, like a chair. But the only problem is they break. And in each room, there's usually a challenge this room is to defeat all the imps. Now, with the weapons, they kill more than one enemy. So that's cool. And the challenge is complete. Oh yeah. In this game, there's these little jump scares, like that, and you have to spam the right buttons. And if you hit the right buttons, you'll pass. And if you don't, then you're gonna lose some health. And yes, there's Banjo and Kazooie on the wall. And, alright. And Donkey Kong, too. Now, you see the bats? For some reason, the bats aren't even in the game, either. Oh, which, that's actually a surprise. Because a lot of games I played, bats are usually enemies. Alright. Kazooie, are you gonna scare me? Yep, Kazooie scared me. Alright. Now... this is gonna take a long time. So... oh yeah. The main villain has this weird power where he can control your health depending on what level you're in. Oh yeah, he kidnapped multiple kids. So, I expected, like, if you go around the level, you would find a key. No, you have to pass the game. Here comes our next enemy, the skeletons. Now, they're basically, they're, like, kind of like the imps, but, a bit stronger. But the special part is they have brains, so, they have ideas, so, they can use the weapons, too. So be careful of that. Then we go to the next room and find her. Amber. I think that's her name. And Amber obviously falls into a trap. And now we have to go to the basement to get her. Okay, so we're now in the basement. Now, there's these little soup cans that you find that gives you health or special abilities. Alright. And also, while I'm going through this level, let me tell you about the controls. The controls. Oh yeah, here's this ability. It lets you, have your weapon last longer. So yeah, your weapon breaks too. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. Okay. So, as I was saying about the controls are weird. Now, to move, it's obviously a left joystick. But let me tell you how you fight. Now, in all the games I played so far, it's usually right trigger. But in this game, the fight button in this game is right joystick. So if I, like, point the joystick down, it would get the enemies behind me, and obviously in front, and the ones in the left and right. Now, oh great, here comes the mummy, one of the most overpowered enemies in the game. If you saw my cartoon,
I'm made out of toilet paper.
you would realize that the mummies are really hard. Like, you see? I can't even defeat him. So, how to defeat him is I have to use fire, which is a candle and not a flamethrower in the video. So, now... Alright, we're in the next room, the cellar. And in this room, here's some of the throwable objects. And because of the joystick, or because of the way it works, it's really bad. Like, half the time I can't even hit anything. That's how bad it is. Even if they're holding still, you can barely hit them. So... Oh yeah, we're in this level. Get ready, you're about to fight the worst boss in the entire game. The Haunted Door. Yes, I said it, a haunted door. And it's one of the most annoying enemies in the game. And it makes an owl noise too, for some reason. And you see its doorknob? It's long range, so it can hit you, like, through... Here, let me show you. And the door floats too, so be careful with that. So far the door is... I think it's broken. Okay, never mind. It's fixed now. Now, when an enemy is red, don't attack them, because you can't hurt them. Okay, there it is. There we go. And get ready for some terrible puns, too. Right. Now... Okay. Come on. Now, after a while, we find Ember. And luckily the butler set her free. And they hug. So you don't get a romantic ending. But here comes the worst part. You get to see the mad scientist. And, the mad scientist, corrupts her. Now she turns into, that thing. Now, after that, we have all the ingredients, which I probably skipped most of. Alright, so we got an egg, and a plant. She's also part witch, apparently. And also a glowworm. Alright. Now we have the ingredients for the cure. That one girl. But something bad happens instead. When we walk in to cure her, we pour it on her to fix her, but she realized she has the wrong ingredients. So while we were pouring the stuff on her, she mutated to a raging monster. And now we have to defeat her. Now, to be honest with you, this is the hardest boss in the game. And this is like your first boss, in a way. There's like these weird golems you also fight, but this, I have to say, is the hardest boss. And yes, I do have to admit, this thing is harder than the actual last boss. Because this thing is... she's so hard to hit half the time. Like, I have to have a weapon, go around the corner, and hit her. That's your only advantage. And to make it worse, she can damage you if, you're down. So, yeah, that's... makes it hard. Now I can't even find... okay, there we go. Where is she? Oh, there she is. Ooh! Ooh, you see that? That was a, an invisible suit. Alright, get a bit closer. There we go. There we go. Now you can find the soup by breaking stuff. So that helps a bit. Alright. Now, time to finish her off. Alright. Now she's knocked out. And, she comes in with the right soup. She throws it, and it fixes her instead of corrupt her. Alright. And now she's normal. And I said no romantic scene. And now we are running away, trying to get out of here, but the skeleton stops not Amber, but Copper, which is me. And, apparently, the door will stay locked until you defeat the last boss and, free all the kids. Alright. Long story short, we meet one of the mad scientist, which he has the paper to open the door for the last boss. And now, he's about to corrupt Copper. And he puts his finger in the gun, and it explodes. Which, that kind of disappoints me. I would have expected a really good boss battle from this. But no boss battle. You wanna know what you get? You get 3 of the most annoyingest enemies / boss in the entire game. This is one of the most hardest levels in the entire game. First you have to find, like, a key. Oh yeah, those are worms. Guess what? They explode. Exploding worms. Oh no. Hold on. Okay, I turned down the volume because this stuff could get so loud. Especially this guy right here. This Cyclops, I'm guessing his name is? Or... So, these guys are super loud. You're gonna thank me when I lower that volume. So now, oh great, now they're fighting each other. That's a cool part about this game. Sometimes enemies can fight each other. Oh geez, and they do a ton of damage, so be careful. So we have to find a key, and we also have to kill an enemy with the key, and we can't kill a skeleton. And if we do, the Reaper would spawn. Which, that's actually a huge problem. Because the only way you need to pass this place is you need the Reaper to spawn. I am so glad I turned down that volume. So we have no choice but to spawn the Reaper. Well, maybe not. Because you see that potion right there? That's a, No! Dang. And every time you die, you restart the whole process all over again if you die once. Oh yeah, that thing in the grave, that's a vampire, and let's say she doesn't belong in this game. And if an enemy is like glowing yellow and stuff, that means that, oh gosh. If they're glowing yellow, that means they have the key. Which, that's the problem with that one woman. You can't kill her unless she has her grave out. If she's out of her grave. And she almost never does that. So this level is like super hard. Uh-oh. I killed the skeleton, and now the Reaper is coming for me. And the only worst part is we haven't even found the key yet. Okay, at least that woman died from the Reaper. So now, oh yeah. Break this thing and you'll get an invincibility potion. And luckily you can survive the Reaper from this thing. And that thing, which throws you across the map. So that's a huge problem. Okay. Oh yeah, you see that grave thing? That's an instant kill weapon. And no, you can't instant kill the Death himself. I already tried that. It doesn't work. Okay, there's the key! There's the key! Okay. So now, let's just go over here. There we go. So now we're allowed to open that door. But here's the problem. This level is also super hard. So you got the scroll. You do like a curse thing or something. And you'll have the power to open the door. Alright. And now you open the door. But here's something that you didn't expect. You see how he goes through the door? Guess what actually happens? Get ready to press a lot of buttons. Because first, the hand's gonna come out. Then after that, after the hand, get a weapon. The door boss would come out. And you have to kill him in less than 10 hits. And if you don't kill him in less than 10 hits, then the Reaper would spawn. Which, I have an addiction of spawning the Reaper so that he can instant kill the door. And don't even try and fight him with your hand. Because if you do, then the quest is probably going to be over real fast. Okay. Now be careful, you can break weapons by using the weapons. Oh no, we're trapped. Uh-oh. Oh, I forgot, the spike hurts. So we found a cheat. Oh, dang it, it doesn't actually hurt the enemies, it just stuns them. Punch once to make them knocked out for a bit. Okay. Now the worst part about this is there's no way to heal. Alright, wait for him, wait for him. Okay, one more hit. One more hit. One more hit. There we go. We got the door. But then this happens. All these imps come out. You have to fight them before the time runs out. Which is in 20 seconds. And to make it worse, they run from you. Some of them do. So it makes it harder. Oh no. 3, 2, 1. No, the Reaper spawned! Oh no, and I'm trapped. And there's the Reaper! I have to do a risky move. And to make it worse, the more you run from him, the faster he goes. Okay, and here's the worst part. You have to do another button thing. And one time I actually failed this, and I had to restart the whole process all over again. And finally you made it to the last boss. Then, this happens. The butler all of a sudden defeats the boss. And, he has the key. But then, this happens. Somehow, he's a master of disguise. And now you have to fight a man in his pajamas. Alright, get ready for the last boss! Alright, finally, we're on his last phase. This is where you need the bed, because he goes super fast. So, I would recommend staying at the table, or the bed, or at this clock. Well, get the clock so that you can get the invincibility. Okay, 2 more hits. Yeah, that's what I mean by use the bed. Finally! I defeated him. And the Skelly Boy stole it. Alright. No romantic scene. And now, all we have to do is just save all the kids. Alright. But then this happens. Copper gets knocked out. And Mr. Ribs loses his head. And then, yeah, the chef is now gonna be our new playable character for now. And wow, she only has 25 health. Now that's over. And then Mr. Ribs, yeah. And now they finally leave after saving all of those kids. And that's the end of the game. And I think they're trying to make a sequel, but it never happened. So, that's it. There's Grab by the Ghoulies for you. This might have been one of the most longest videos I've ever made, but there's Grab by the Ghoulies for you. My opinion on it, it's a bit challenging. In a way. So that is all for this video. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and a comment, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye bye.